Horse and Rescue. We have once again here Radish, and we're going to go over today some things that you can do to help with horses' stretchiness, their relaxation. As they say in Zombieland, make sure you limber up so you can actually move and run, and it is the same thing for horses. And so there are different techniques that you can do in case if they're sore in their hips, if they're sore in their joints, if they're sore in their back, or if they're just plain stiff. There are different techniques that your horse can get used to over time that will help them be a little more stretchy, a little bit more limber, and especially for those of my dressage friends out there, can really help them perform to their best. And any sort of discipline, whether you're hunter, jumper, dressage, barrel racing, and more. So one of these things that we have here is a massage gun. It's battery powered, and so all you're doing is you're just going down their muscle. Your hands can work just as well. You're just looking for that nice relaxed space, but also massage guns get a little bit deeper in the tissue, and so we'll demonstrate that today for you, along with some leg stretches as well that you can use. It's one more thing in your toolbox to get your horse to loosen up so they can perform at their best, so you can perform at your best. He's nice and relaxed from his massage. Another good thing that you can do for your horse is to actually take their legs and stretch out their muscles. Now you noticed before that when I was massaging them, you can even do it with your fingers. You want to go where the muscle tissue is. Just like on your back, on your body, you want to go around the bones. You don't want to press directly on the bone. You go around it to loosen any ligaments, to loosen any tendons, that help give that skeletal system that structure and support so their joints can actually move more freely. So even if you don't have a massage gun, it's totally fine. You just use your hands and you press the massage, and you can see how relaxed they become. Now, just like us, we should be stretching. Oh, stretching our back. Oh, stretching our legs. Before we do any form of exercise, it's the same thing for them. So we're stretching forward, we're stretching backward, we're stretching side to side. You do that with each leg and you're good. Don't worry about any of the fancy terms, as long as you give them a little bit of resistance and then release the pressure, you're all good. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to lift each leg like we're going to lift up a foot to clean it. So this will be the front stretch, and you just see how far they can go. Try to get their leg to straight. And then you can also do it, I heard a nice pop, backwards. Sometimes you can use your knees. And then also crossing over and going outwards. And that helps loosen them up. Same thing with the hindquarters. You don't need to know any of the fancy terminology, just like you're just stretching. Let's see if he'll give me his foot. There we go. So stretching backwards. And then we're going to stretch forwards. stretching outwards and stretching inwards and stretching outwards, and relax. And you do that to each side. Your horse will get more and more range of motion. And we do the same thing to the other side. And believe it or not, this actually feels really good for the horse, and sometimes you hear a nice pop. And going the other way, if he'll give it to me. No pressure, no rush, it's whatever they're comfortable at. Outwards, crossing over inwards. And if they don't allow it, that's okay. Some horses are going to be more sore on one side than the other. And you just give them time and patience, and you do it again. There. All we're doing is stretching, helping them loosen up those muscles with help with sore joints, with help with any sort of back issues, or they just might be stiff, just like we all kind of get. This side is very stiff, as you can see. He doesn't have as much range of motion, but he'll get there. We're looking for that leg to straighten. There. Okay. Oh, I know this side's stiffer. Okay, good boy. Outwards, go inwards, and it is literally that easy. It takes less than 5 minutes of your time. Always do it when your horse is warm. If they're not warmed up and it happens to be a cooler day or a cooler climate, walk them around for a little bit. Make sure they get warm before you actually stretch their muscles. Just like if you've ever been to physical therapy. And what does a physical therapist do? Before he stretches your muscles, he puts a hot pack wherever you may need to stretch. Then he works on your range of motion. And then after that, it's the cool down, it's the ice. It's no different for them. So he is all stretched out. The next step is working on his reach. And we'll demonstrate that here with treats. So now we're going to ask him for that bend. Direction. He knows we got treats. We want him to stand still though. So I'm going to put one hand over here. There. Oh, we almost had it. On this side, please. Alright, so we're now going to have him bend on this side. He's already looking for them. We want to see that head kind of go at an angle, but without that movement. There we go. Nice. That was a very nice bend. We reward when they perform it, not before. Now the next one is he has to go between his legs. So it's down here. So let's see if I can get him to go between. I know. Right down here. Oh, good boy. Good boy. That was perfect. And now some treats just for good behavior. What a good boy. that's how we stretch them out. So doing these at least 3 times a week. Pick your day, preferably after they're warm so you get more range of motion, and they will be good to go. It'll help make them more limber, more relaxed, and better performer for you and for themselves. It'll also provide them more comfort and more stability and strength. Hope you enjoyed. So other things you can do to help build up your horse's muscular structure, especially along the top line and the hindquarters, getting them to their best selves, is simply walking them up and down hills. This is also good to teach your horse how to walk straight if you have a young green horse. This one is totally fine, but we do want to build his muscle while not being on his back, since he is a little bit back sensitive and sore due to his spinal issue. So we will demonstrate walking him up and down with 2 lead ropes, kind of like you would if you were on a horse-drawn cart. So we'll see you here in just a minute. You can also use a surf single, not necessary. Let's walk on. So another thing that you can do with hoof picks not only is to pick their hooves, but it can also help them stretch. So to help them get kind of like the cat arch that you kind of think, oh, I gotta stretch my back, is you can go underneath with your fingers and try to get underneath, tickling them, get them pressure, get that back to lift. And if it doesn't work, you can also use a hoof pick. Just a little bit of pressure, not much. There it goes, right up. That's what we're looking for. And release the pressure. And then here, we're looking for 2 points. Stand to the side in case they try to kick. Or we're looking for them to arch themselves back. There it goes. Did you see that? It's another trick of the hoof pick. There. pressure. They want a nice slope, relieving some of that spinal compression. Try it again. If there's no signs of discomfort, we're just lengthening, stretching out the vertebrae. Boy. That's pretty much it. Alright, so not only are hoof picks good for therapy, but they're also good for hoof picking. So what we like to use in combination with, especially during the summertime when their hooves are prone to cracking, or if they have cracks prior to you getting them ready to toes. My horse has cracks. This is called Horseshoe Secret. It is deep penetrating hoof conditioner, and we've noticed over the past month as we're using this that his hooves are more moist. They are more thick. They are not as brittle. So it really, really helps. So we're going to start just by demonstrating how we apply it. It's very, very simple. One hoof first. There's not much in here to clean out. Take our hoof. Whoop. Try that again. Not much to clean out, so after you clean out around the frog, have it fairly clean. We paint all around. The bulbs, the frog, everything. Hoof wall, hornet fan. It doesn't require anything fancy to give a horse good hoof care. It just requires time and consistency. And that's all you do.